late game, especially once that Megas was something that Liquid had the better late game. They had the better late game in game 1. This game certainly looks like Team Spirit had the better late game. They've given themselves this window. Toro, good juking, will keep the healing salve alive for a decent amount of time, but may still die as he's going to be chased down all the way. Boxy claims the first blood, and unfortunately the Enchanter's just a bit late to the party, and the lanes continue to be a problem now for Team Spirit, as Mira being aggressively chased down, hop down, Mickey gets Hex, but he should be able to get that swipe with the extra range. That
later timings, particularly in those late game team fights, is where this hero shines. And mid just pretty much as good as you're going to get against Nisha here.
So Lifesteal's going to be able to outdo it here. Oh, the magic wand pops, but Yatoro gets the kill anyway.
Did not expect that kill. That's a huge swing in XP for Yatoro as he strikes back. Coil is up here. He has the follow-up damage to commit.
Blood Grenade going to be able to slow him down. The Coil and the Tombstone both being used, but just a little bit of slows.
It's going to determine a lot how much Team Spirit can get done with Collapse's net worth here. It's not an item that's easy for Liquid to deal with outside of a good Tombstone fight. They're going to try and burst and save
Boxy lands a blast off. Can they get the follow-up here? Laurel gonna have our Tar time. Yeah, they just too much. He committed there. He jumped to his orb, used the Waning Rift, so much of his mobility out the window. Liquid are able to get a big response. Now trying to slow down Maposhka. Look at this. Zai actually came all the way over from that bottom lane.
And it's not really something Collapse wants to do. He wants to use his momentum to gain advantage right now, invade Liquid side of the map, find the Leshrac in the river.
Try to get a haste rune, but once again, Team Spirit have better control over the power routes. Now there is a zombie apocalypse going on here. The Broodmother shows up as well. Oh, bound the strike into the stun for the blast off.
Didn't get
Laurel,
the orb off.
He does have an orb, but he does not have enough time on that phase shift.
Laurel and prevent any further deaths as he goes in aggressively.
Smoke up is going to be a bit too late. They'll land the bound the strike into blast off. That'll kill the Lion, but Aegis already been picked up by Laurel. Now Team Spirit just look to escape with as many heroes as they can. TP away from everybody else except for Laurel, who is going to be slowed down here. He's got a Waiting Rift, jumps over the side. He grabbed the Aegis, so he might die twice here. Let's see if they can get the setup here. Do they have the stun land on time? Laurel gets off the orb, gonna jump over, but the Bound the Strike will fall him as soon as he jaunts to that orb. He's dead.
This puck has better scale than it's okay. It's just, do they believe that? They'll find Nisha with a pounce on the TP. Everybody's
There's so
here.
many Liquid heroes around. It's going to be a little bit scary. They get him inside the Tombstone. Yatoro's going to use his Shadow Dance to try and clear through that Tombstone, but Nisha now pops out with a Bloodstone. He's going to get some big heals. In fact, they blast off, landed onto Yatoro. He's working with the Depth Shrouds, but eventually he's going to run out. The Coil, they're just going to have to get away from this in the time that they can. It's just not long enough. They go back in for the kill on Nisha, and Nisha will take out. Thankfully, the poison damage there, Laurel was able to deliver it, gets that kill. Is he going to get away? Another Scythe Device is up in a second.
They're kiting him
It's
out.
actually Liquid that need to get away from this engagement now.
Yatoro
Zai's left alone. Yatoro is healed back up, and he's ready to go. BKB tried to go for the Scythe onto Laurel and get that kill. It doesn't last. The pounce, it's not going to be able to catch Zai just yet. Does he have another one coming up? Can he land this one? He does land it. Mickey's here, though. They turn around. Oh, Zai does die. Mickey's going to go for the kill on Laurel. A one-for-one trade-off. Yatoro trying to get away, out of sight, out of mind. If he can do it, the nighttime vision might just help him do so. He jukes back the other direction. Got to be careful with that lifesteal, though. Can't fight Mickey.
He does have an ult backup.
Doesn't land.
I think he's going to turn, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's got
This is
serious
Yatoro.
charges, man. He has got so many stats stolen, and he's getting even more off of Insania. 38 stacks.
Might not see him for half the fight. Just going to lead with the Coil. No BKB on the
Trying
Monkey.
to get out the Wukong's command. With no BKB, he's going to be blown up by the magic damage. Great jump from Team Spirit. Insania tries to hide inside of his own Tombstone, but once again, the Slork can just stick to it. Hey, look at the shots coming in. This Impetus is brought Zyle to his knees. He had to just run away to the fountain. Now that gives Team Spirit all
the Slark forcing engagement. You have a Scythe, you have a Brood BKB, and you have this Leshrac who finishes a Shiva is pretty damn tanky. Just who do you go on here? How do you start it? Are you willing to commit in when this Slark is...
Wanted to see from him.
This is what you want here.
Got the Hex on a Boxy. Just picking apart the supports when they can. Nisha using his Bloodstone now, but it just doesn't match Yatoro, whose damage is overwhelming right now.
42 Essence shifts.
This game looks over, Avery.
I don't know what you do right now. I mean, you got caught off once on your triangle with the Monkey BKB. This came out of nowhere in pretty much 5 or 6 minutes. This whole game disintegrated for Liquid. And that is going to be a second lane with this Ancient Team Spirit's position. They might not expect this angle.
The scythe being used onto the Enchantress. Yatoro is like, okay, now it's my turn to strike. Used already. Depth Shroud BKB starts going onto the Monkey King. They deliver the Finger of Death. They get him inside the Tombstone, though. So Wukong's command and the Tombstone will force Yatoro away. He uses Pounce and Shadow Dance to get out. But ultimately, Team Liquid, this was a big move by them, and they only got 2 supports out of it.
I mean, it's also a BKB out of Yatoro on top of that old shard. I mean, he has nothing up right now if you can find the opening.
They got the side. On to Collapse. Laurel trying to intercept with the Wing Rift. Primal Roar does go out, but Yatoro doesn't have the advantage this time around. He can't figure out without a Shadow Dancing with. Oh no!
He got
baited into going back into it.
Oh, Team Spirit, all you have to do is play around this Slark and his cooldowns. And Liquid are forcing the issue, dragging you into a fight you had no business being in right now. And if they find Laurel, triangle fight. Yeah, you kind of do at this point.
You do now, that's for sure. Zai gonna be hit by a Pounce here. Probably forced into a BKB. Lincoln's gets broken. Mira may not have expected that one. Looks like they maybe still want to play for this one. Trying to blow him up with the Bloodthorn, but it got off the BKB. Now Nisha charges forward. He gets on top of Miposhka. Yeah, they're identifying Miposhka as a problem, and they'll kill him first. Now they jump forward. Nisha chasing after more, but there was a Depth Shroud. Collapse protected by his carry. They start backing away, trying to get all the way back, but of course, Mickey can pursue. Jump. Yeah, Mickey is pushing forward almost immediately. He's gonna hop down. Immediately just goes for the Enchantress. 80 kill is worth it at this point when Laurel can't be here.
That was a very ballsy go. Let him whittle it down. I guess that is enough to force the TP back from the Brood. Liquid cannot man up for this Roche against the Puck split push.
And Yatoro immediately back into it is going to find a pick off. Thanks to Laurel's pressure and the force nature of that, he gets Insanium.
And Yatoro finds Nisha top. He's going to start building up some stacks.
Nullifier, it's going to get a lot of stacks here, if not actually killing flat out Nisha. Gets off his BKB, but his Bloodstone is worn out now. But that's good enough for Yatoro. Now up to 140 agility. Getting a little pickoffs like this. Oh, Zai, Liquid coming back in. They're going to try and catch and blow up the Lion. Boy, they got him.
That jump from the cores is so fast and so much burst damage. You do not have much time to react. The downside for Liquid is this Roche went dead.
They're going through this gate, and Yatoro.
Oh no, they set the spiders.
Okay, spiders first, Boxy second.
Well,
Nullifier's gonna be first. Now the Monkey King goes through with the Broodmother. They get off the Wukong's command over the side. They're just gonna try and stand and fight underneath this one. Not that Yatoro cares. He's got a Shadow Dance to work with. Laurel and Miposhka keeping their distance. Zai, he's just a little bit too far forward, and Yatoro takes advantage of that. He has racked up the agility. He's laying into Mickey. Mickey hops away with the boundless strike, but it won't get him far enough away. The Slark is just striking down everyone, man.
296 agi. It's absolutely out of control.
At some point, Yatoro, I think, can just commit. Aegis Refresher. He's going to jump on Anisha once again. Bound the Strike, trying to stop him. Split Earth, waiting for it, but he got the Dark Pact, but he already got away. Yatoro doesn't get hit by that stun, and they're losing buildings fast. Yatoro is creating so much space for the rest of his team, and they might even kill Nisha. In fact, he may be killing Boxy as well, but they're both going to pop out. Meanwhile, the back line looks like the Monkey King jumped in, but he got wrecked by Miposhka. No chance in hell.
Your Glyph is absolutely gone as well, so that'll be guaranteed Megas. It's just a question of, does this game end right now in Yatoro's hands? He has rebuilt the stacks, 200 plus more agi.
They cannot handle this. Liquid know it too. They call it.
Ooh, we are getting a game 3 here, and it is a juicy one as Team Spirit have found their